Okay, welcome back to the next 5-minute revision video looking at storage devices. So first things first, we need to look at primary and secondary storage. So primary storage is volatile and usually refers to RAM, not always, but most of the time. Can refer to ROM as well, but most of the time we're talking about RAM. Volatile means it loses its data if there's no electricity going to it. Secondary storage refers to long-term, non-volatile storage. Magnetic storage refers to things such as the hard disk, which uses magnetic technology. Optical is ones that uses laser light, such as the CD-ROM, and solid-state devices use flash memory. So secondary storage devices. So they've evolved over time. We've gone from floppy disks, which are magnetic, through to SSDs that are really fast. They've all got their own advantages and disadvantages in terms of durability, how fast they write, how big they are, how portable they are, and how much they cost. So hard drives is that use a magnetic disk, which essentially goes in a big spiral essentially. The disk spins at a very high speed. These are all on platters, and a read-write head, such as this little device here, moves and reads those various sectors and checks whether or not it's a positive or a negative, in which case it'll be a 1 or a 0. For example here, we've got platters, so they go on top of each other. The read-write head can access any of those platters at a time. We then have essentially what's the best way to say it? It's a ring, which is called a track. A sector is an individual part of that track, and then we've got them in various different clusters. We've got solid-state drives, which use electronically programmable, non-volatile flash memory. So, as I'm hoping we do know, most of your laptops or computers now will have an SSD. It allows it to load much faster. If you drop it, it doesn't break as much. Or it's less likely to break because it's attached to it essentially, there's no moving parts, and it's more expensive normally, although the costs are coming down. Cloud storage is like saving your files, instead of on a physical device like an SSD, on your hard drive, on your phone or your tablet or your computer, we put them on the internet on a server and they're backed up. So if your computer breaks, then you've still got all your data, which is great. Most people are going to call that a USB. Please don't do that. A USB is just the end part that allows us to transfer data. It's a universal serial bus. A bus, just like in the CPU, transfers data. It's just a method of getting data off. It's a USB flash drive or a memory stick or a pen drive, you might call it. And that is another example of solid state memory. Not as quick as a solid state drive, but relatively fast and durable. We've then got CDs, DVDs, and Blu-rays. So the capacities are much different. It all depends on the technology used. But essentially, these discs have a laser that has burnt into them, and they have either a land, which is a flat part, or a pit, which is a curved part, or a dint in it essentially. If you shine a light on something flat, it fires back. If you shine a light at something that is curved or bent, it's going to go into a different direction, and that's how we can tell between a 1 and a 0. Essentially, the laser we use burns different pits, okay? So because of this, the spiral track can be more tightly wound, it can be close together, so you can have essentially more lands and pits, so you can store more data. CDs come in 3 formats. You've got a CD-ROM, which is read-only, a CD-R, which means you can record to it, and a CD-RW, which is rewritable. So CD-ROMs, you can't change them. CD-Rs, you can change them once, and a rewritable can be used as many times as you want. We usually use CD-ROMs to send software out. You don't want to overwrite a CD-ROM. A CD-R might be if you're going to make a copy of something, like a copy in a CD. RW is good to use almost like a hard drive, or almost like like a lot of people used to put their coursework and things on a CD drive, on a CD, sorry, not the drive. And DVD and Blu-ray are high capacity, so we store things like films. I think that's the fastest one we've done, 4 minutes and 23 seconds. Again, just like with the input and output devices, you should be researching these in more detail. Please like and subscribe, give a comment, give it a like, but only do so if you actually liked it. Fingers crossed you did, and I'll see you in the next video.